Now we will go through the treatment of patient with aortic regurgitation. So, as we have already discussed that in a patient with AR, there is a backward flow of blood from aorta to LV during diastole, which causes chronic LV overload, which leads to eccentric hypertrophy of LV as a compensatory mechanism. But over a period of time, it will lead to LV dysfunction and LV failure. So the aim of treatment is to decrease afterload, decrease regurgitant volume, preserve LV function, and correct the lesion that is responsible for aortic regurgitation. Now, the goal of treatment is as follows. So if the patient with AR is asymptomatic or has compensated AR, then our goal is to prevent LV dysfunction and dilatation. If the patient has decompensated or symptomatic AR, then our goal is to relieve symptoms and improve life. And if the patient has severe AR or acute AR, then we have to go for surgical correction. Pharmacological therapy may include number 1, vasodilators. Vasodilators that are used in aortic regurgitation, they may be as follows. Number 1, ACE inhibitors or ARBs. Number 2, nifedipine. Number 3, hydralazine in a patients who are not tolerated to ACE inhibitor or ARBs. So these vasodilators basically reduces afterload, which increases forward stroke volume, which reduces regurgitant flow or regurgitant volume, which will ultimately lead to reduction in symptoms and relief of symptoms in such patients. So indications of vasodilators, number 1, so patients who are symptomatic but not surgical candidates. Number 2, as a bridge therapy before surgery. Number 3, patients who have severe AR and LV dilatation but preserved ejection fraction. Number 2, beta blockers. So beta blockers are generally avoided in patients with isolated AR, as it may increase diastolic filling time, thereby potentially increasing regurgitant volume. Number 3, diuretics. Diuretics, that is furosemide or torsemide. So diuretic reduces preload, which will lead to reduction of LV filling pressure and pulmonary venous congestion, and thereby improving oxygenation. So in a patient who has pulmonary congestion and signs of LV failure, then diuretic should be used as it will reduce pulmonary venous congestion. Endocarditis prophylaxis. So endocarditis prophylaxis is usually not advised unless patient has prosthetic valve or previous infection. Now we will go through role of surgical intervention. So surgical intervention is indicated in patients with number 1, severe symptomatic AR regardless of LV function. Number 2, asymptomatic patients with severe AR who have either reduced ejection fraction, that is less than 55%, or who have increased left ventricular and systolic dimension more than 50 mm. So aortic valve repair is preferred in selected patient, those with aortic root aneurysm or with annulo-aortic ectasia. In patients who present with acute severe AR, our initial goal is to stabilize patient immediately. So we have to give oxygen, we have to give inotropes in the form of dobutamine, vasodilator, that is sodium, nitroprusside, and diuretics in case of pulmonary congestion and left ventricular failure. And once the patient is stabilized, then patient should be immediately taken for aortic valve replacement. Thank you.